Hello and welcome to the Spirit Safe. My name's Rob. Thank you very much indeed for joining me. Before I introduce this week's whisky, I first want to say a big thank you to Swami Suave from Malted in Montreal, who last week invited me onto his channel for a live show, which I really enjoyed doing. Anyone who hasn't seen the recording, please check it out. And anybody on this channel who is subscribed here, who isn't subscribed to Malted on Montreal, you should be. Swami is a really nice guy. He's got a good channel, really entertaining, and he knows what he's talking about. So please subscribe to Malted in Montreal, and thank you again, Swami. So this week's whisky, we've got another Speyside. The last time we met, it was the Dalhuan 16, slightly unusual Sherried Speyside, and this time I thought we'd have another slightly unusual Sherried Speyside. We have the 10-year-old Tamdhu. It is bottled at 43%. This version I bought in North America. It is chill filtered, I'm afraid. I believe it's chill filtered, but it is natural colour, and it's a nice natural colour. I do like the Prohibition style black tube, but unfortunately when we get to the bottle, this is where it all begins to fall down for me. Others talk about the distinctive bottle. I absolutely loathe it. I'm afraid I absolutely hate the design of this bottle. It's like a perfume bottle. My mum had an old lady's perfume called Estee Lauder Youth Dew, which took her about 15 years to get through the bottle, and this just reminds me of that. So I loathe the packaging, but what's inside, that's the important thing. So bottled at 43% in North America, but 40% in the UK, which is a bit mean. It's natural colour, but I believe it's chill filtered. Tamdhu is owned at the moment by Ian MacLeod, who also owned Glengoyne. It had a checkered past. It was owned by Edrington. They mothballed the distillery, sold it to Ian MacLeod, and then Ian MacLeod let it run idle for, or kept it mothballed for quite a few years, which is unlike them. But yeah, back in action now, and they are producing this 10-year-old, and I think a cask strength with no age statement, which I haven't tried. And then there are some older bottlings as well, expensive, I think. The only thing that's available to me in BC is the 10-year-old. At the moment they want over $90 for this, but I paid $79.99 plus tax because it was on offer. Big, big, big sherry on the nose. A very definite fustiness, almost sweatiness to it. Big oak, big tannin. They use dunnage warehouses at Tamdhu, so you do get the dunnage warehouse fustiness to it, and the brick dust, earth, woody note to it. And there is a very definite nuttiness on the nose as well. A big Brazil nut and hazelnut note to it. Almost hoppy as well. Maybe I've been drinking a bit too much IPA over the last few weeks, but it's the sticky hoppiness to it. A creamy vanilla, a cinnamon bun or hot cross bun note to it. Raisins. Chocolate orange. Milk chocolate, fruit and nut. And yes, there is, I'm afraid, for those who are sensitive to it, a hint of sulphur as well. Really quite robust, and doesn't really feel like a 10-year-old whiskey on the nose. If somebody said, try this 15-year-old whiskey, try this 18-year-old whiskey and poured it, I would go, yeah, that's not bad. I wouldn't go, That's a 10-year-old whiskey. So I think good casks have been at play. Sweet strawberry, big sherry, brown sugar, hot cross buns. Nice cinnamon note to it. And then at the back, that's when you get a little tickle of youth to it. More chocolate orange starting to appear on the nose. Christmas cake with kind of a candied orange peel inside the Christmas cake, the Christmas pudding. Sweet and rich. Much more spicy that time. Ooh, quite a strong cinnamon on the second run. Ooh. Fading to chocolate mint on the finish. Altogether, not bad. I think $95 is probably a little bit much for this, considering it's badged as a 10. 80 is much more reasonable. I'm not quarrelling with it at all at 80. Why did I buy it? First time I've seen a Tamdhu on the shelves. Why did I wait so long to buy it? That would be the bottle. The packaging really did put me off. The bottle doesn't take pride of place on the shelf with everything else. It's sort of hidden away in the tube in a cupboard with the door shut, because I hate the way the bottle is. Which is unfair. We have to judge things by what's in the bottle rather than the shape of the bottle, I know that. But it did deter me for a while. So altogether, pretty good. Big, sweet, big sherry, spicy, chocolatey thing. I'll be keeping my eye out for other things from Tamdhu, but equally I won't be holding my breath, because they had a long period of mothballing, and they'll have lost a few years of production. But altogether, this isn't bad. Would I buy it again? I think I'd probably buy the cask strength if it were available to me. This one, it's good, but I tell you what, if you see it in duty free, if I see this in duty free for $50, then yeah, it's an absolute steal at that price. I just think 95 is pushing it just a little bit. Fantastic. Not sure what I'll have next time we meet. It could be a Kentucky straight bourbon. It could be a very heavily sherried Scotch single malt at cask strength, or it could be something from Islay. I will decide, because I'm managing the herd very carefully nowadays. Fantastic. Thank you, everybody. Cheers. Bye-bye.